Have you ever looked at someone's success and wondered, was all of this really worth it? Today, we're talking about Timpf, someone who's made a name for herself in ways that leave people both inspired and intrigued. From the spotlight of major TV networks to her bold, unapologetic take on life, Kat's journey isn't just another story of fame. It's a tale of resilience, risks, and rewards. But here's the twist: behind every headline, every success, there's a cost. And for Kat, the path she's walked is far from ordinary. What pushed her to make the choices she did? What challenges shaped the person we see today? And most importantly, was it all worth it? Stay with me till the end of this video because I'll share an unexpected turning point in Kat's story, something that could completely change how you see her journey. If you've ever chased a dream or wondered if the sacrifices are worth the payoff, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Timpf wasn't always the confident and outspoken personality you know today. She started as a regular kid with big dreams, growing up in a modest family in Michigan. From an early age, she showed a knack for humor, sharp wit, and a love for expressing herself. But what truly set her apart was her determination to carve her own path, no matter how unconventional it might seem. After high school, Kat pursued a degree in English at Hillsdale College, a place known for its emphasis on critical thinking and debate. It wasn't the easiest road. She wasn't just studying. She was learning how to stand out in a world that often demands conformity. At this stage, she began shaping the fearless voice that would later define her career. But here's the thing: ambition is only half the story. The other half is the uncertainty. For Kat, deciding to step into the unpredictable world of media and comedy was a risk that could have gone either way. What fueled her decision? Was it confidence, curiosity, or something deeper? Hold on to that thought, because her early struggles are just the beginning. Starting out is never glamorous, and for Timpf, the climb to recognition was anything but smooth. After college, she entered the media world with a mix of hope and hesitation. Her early career saw her juggling freelance gigs, writing articles, and taking small roles wherever she could find them. It wasn't about instant success, it was about grit and showing up, even when the odds weren't in her favor. One of her first big steps was securing a role at Campus Reform, where she reported on issues in higher education. But this wasn't just about covering stories, it was her first real opportunity to develop her voice. Her sharp commentary started to catch attention, both positive and negative. The challenges were immediate: online criticism, being underestimated, and constantly having to prove she belonged. And yet, through all this, she refused to fade into the background. Kat began performing stand-up comedy on the side, blending her intellect with humor in a way that was uniquely her. It wasn't glamorous work, and it didn't come with instant recognition, but it set the stage for something bigger. But here's where the story takes an unexpected twist. Just as Kat started gaining traction, she faced a setback that could have ended her career before it even began. What happened, and how did she turn it around? We'll get into that in the next section. Every journey has its defining moments, and for Timpf, these moments didn't come without a fight. After years of grinding in obscurity, she got her first big break, a chance to appear on Fox News. It wasn't a full-time gig at first, but it was enough to put her in front of a larger audience. And from the very beginning, Kat stood out. Her mix of humor, intelligence, and unfiltered honesty resonated with viewers in a way few others could. She didn't try to fit into the typical mold of TV personalities. Instead, she brought her unique perspective, even if it ruffled a few feathers along the way. This was the start of something major: a shift from being just another voice in the crowd to someone people couldn't ignore. But here's what most people don't see: behind every success story are the moments of self-doubt. For Kat, every step forward came with a new challenge. Could she stay true to herself while stepping into the high-pressure world of mainstream media? Could she handle the criticism that came with being in the public eye? These questions loomed large, but Kat wasn't backing down. And then the real turning point came: her role as a co-host on Gutfeld. This wasn't just another job, it was the moment her career truly hit its stride. But with more visibility came more pressure, and Kat found herself at the center of debates and controversies. How did she handle it all? That's where her resilience comes into play. And there's more to unpack in the next section. Success always comes at a cost, and for Timpf, that cost was deeply personal. While her career was climbing, so were the challenges she faced behind the scenes. Being in the public eye meant constant scrutiny. Every word she said, every opinion she expressed, was met with both applause and backlash. But it wasn't just professional criticism that weighed on her. Kat has spoken openly about the struggles she's faced, including online harassment and even physical threats. At one point, a stranger poured water on her at a political event, a moment that became a harsh reminder of how polarizing her presence could be. It wasn't just frustrating, it was dangerous. Even more challenging was maintaining her sense of self. In an industry that thrives on perfection and conformity, Kat stood firm in being authentic, sometimes at a steep emotional cost. These experiences could have easily broken someone, but for Kat, they became fuel. Every setback was a chance to prove to herself, and to the world, that she wouldn't be silenced. But here's the thing: success doesn't just test your resolve. It also forces you to question what really matters. How did Kat find balance amidst the chaos? And what sacrifices did she have to make along the way? Stick with me, because the answers are surprising. Despite the hurdles, Kat Timpf's perseverance has led to some incredible milestones. Her rise wasn't just about becoming a household name, it was about carving out a space for herself where she could speak her truth and make an impact. Today, she's not just a co-host on Gutfeld, she's a force in media, a published author, and a voice that people turn to for sharp, no-nonsense commentary. But beyond the titles and accolades, Kat's real achievement lies in her influence. She's become a role model for anyone who has ever felt like an outsider or faced doubts about their own potential. Her honesty, willingness to tackle controversial topics, and refusal to conform to societal expectations have made her a beacon for those who crave authenticity in a world full of noise. Kat's impact goes far beyond her career. It's the way she's changed the narrative for women in comedy and media. She's shown that you don't have to fit a certain mold to succeed, your unique perspective is enough. And let's not forget her book, You Can't Joke About That, where she dives into the power of humor, even in the most difficult times. But here's a question you might be asking after all her success. Is Kat satisfied? Has she achieved everything she set out to? The answer might surprise you, and it all ties back to the very question we're asking. Was it worth it? The final reveal is coming up in the next section. So, was it worth it? Kat Timpf's journey is a testament to the power of resilience, authenticity, and taking risks. She's faced challenges that many would never imagine: public criticism, personal struggles, and the emotional toll of being constantly in the spotlight. But through it all, she's stayed true to herself, carving a path that many look up to today. Was all the fame and success worth it? For Kat, the answer isn't as simple as yes or no. It's the realization that every struggle, every sacrifice, and every challenge has shaped her into the person she is now. And while the road hasn't been easy, she's found meaning in the journey itself. If there's one thing you can take away from Kat's story, it's this: success isn't just about reaching the top. It's about staying authentic, embracing the hard moments, and continuing to push forward even when it seems impossible. So, the next time you find yourself questioning whether the sacrifices are worth it, think of Kat's story. She shows us that sometimes the struggle is what makes the success meaningful. If you've ever wondered how far you're willing to go to chase your dreams, Kat's journey might just inspire you to keep moving forward. You never know what's waiting for you on the other side.